Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Bundles, and today's video I'm going to be going over benefits of building yourself as the brand. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, and there are people that have stated to me flat out, Brittany, I don't want to be the face of my business, and that's perfectly fine. There are a lot of businesses out here that are successful and they don't have their owner as the face of the brand. You don't have to be the logo. You don't have to have your name associated with the business, like in the title or anything like that. However, there are benefits in being the face of your business and also building your brand. So you can have a business. For example, I own a few businesses. Bad Chick Hair is the first business that I created. I sell hair extensions. I offer business services. More information about Bad Chick Hair is down below. If you want to click the link and browse, feel free to do so. But that was my first business. And so I have that business, but I've also built up a brand for myself, which is Brittany Bundles. And on Brittany Bundles, I have the YouTube channel under that name. I have merch. I have my podcast, the Brittany Bundles podcast. So there's different things that I'm working on, bringing more services and products under myself as the brand as well. So there's a lot of benefits, like I mentioned, in doing that. Now, there are some other people that say, hey, I don't mind my face being shown. And what I'm trying to explain in this video, and what I explain to a lot of people that I work with too, is it's completely up to you if you want to be the face of your business or not. You don't have to be the face of your business in order to build up your brand. You can build up your brand under your name or under a different name, but showing people who you are and letting them in a portion of your life so that you can build trustworthiness. You can build that rapport. You can build a relationship. People tend to feel more comfortable purchasing and working with people that they feel like they have a sense of know about. I'm not saying they have to know you personally, but they know some things about you. If they're able to follow you, if they're able to check and see what you do behind the scenes. That's why it's important. Or that's why, when you may go to your favorite YouTuber's channel and they promote a product or service, you may notice that it may be easier for them to sell that product and service versus someone that doesn't have any social media following. It's because a lot of people that have been following them have been following their journey for a while, and they have built up their brand to a point where people trust what they're offering. That's another reason why people on social media may get brand deals and sponsors, because those companies know that the people that are following them, the people that are watching them, the people have some level of trustworthiness. Not everyone, but a lot of people do. And so if they put a product out in front of them that they vouch for, a lot of people may consider purchasing that too, just because that person says that it has good quality. So that's just one example of a benefit that you can have with building yourself as the brand. So I'm going to be going over some other benefits in this video. If you're interested, be sure to give the video a big thumbs up. Please make sure that you are subscribed, and let's get right to the video. So again, today we're talking about benefits of building yourself as the brand. The first thing that I put down is your reputation and image is important when selling. I have had multiple services. I have multiple services, multiple products that I offer. And for me, like I just said, reputation is everything. So for some reason, if I decide that I don't want to do Bad Chick Hair anymore, I've still built myself up, Brittany Bundles, under my YouTube, my podcast. I've created an ebook. I've still done independent services where I have people that I work with on a consistent basis. I have people that do consultations with me, people that do mentoring with me. And so I'm able to still market and assist with the current customers that I have and possible new customers based on the brand that I've built around my name. So I knew that that was important for me because I didn't want to put all of my eggs in one basket, so to speak. I didn't want to only be defined by Bad Chick Hair. Yes, Bad Chick Hair is my baby. I love Bad Chick Hair. I don't see me walking away from it. But in the case that I did, I still want to be able to do the services that I'm passionate about. And I don't want to have to be connected to this company in order for me to do that. So if you're a serial entrepreneur, building up yourself as the brand would be in your benefit. If you're someone and you're uncertain about if you plan on keeping that certain business, even if you're someone and you're like, hey, I'm going to be in this business forever, it's still beneficial to build yourself as the brand. Like I said, your reputation and your image, people getting to learn more about you is going to have an impact on the people that are interested in working with you. And honestly, it helps people feel more comfortable working with you too. If I wasn't on YouTube, I'm not sure that I would have as many sales as I have today. I'm able to see the analytics through my Shopify store, and a lot of people that go to my website go there from my YouTube channel. They actually are clicking links in that description portion of my video and checking out services that I offered. I mentioned in another video last week or a few weeks ago that I noticed when I stopped filming as much and I was pushing out like 2 videos a week, not only did I notice a negative impact on my YouTube channel, but I also noticed that my affiliate links were suffering too. They weren't getting as much traffic as they used to get when I was posting way more frequently. So there are benefits in me constantly posting. Now, I could have named this channel Bad Chick Hair, where I only showed hair. But again, I wanted to be able to promote everything that Brittany Bundles offers. And so in my benefit, in my experience, it has benefited me a whole lot to promote myself as the brand too, or as a brand as well. The second thing I want to go over is if you're indecisive, it makes others indecisive. Okay, so if you are promoting yourself as the brand and you're constantly promoting something and then deciding that you don't want to do it anymore, and then you do something else and then you decide you don't want to do that anymore, and then you do something else and it may make people not feel as confident working with you, even though you're building yourself as the brand, because there's a lot of responsibility that comes with building yourself as the brand as well. And I'm not going to get too far into that in this video. I'm just going to kind of highlight the benefits, some of the benefits. But there's a lot of responsibility that goes with it. You know, you're wanting to make sure that you're protecting your reputation, that you're keeping your integrity, that you're working with people on a relationship type base so that you continue to grow your business, not just get new customers and that's it, but you get new customers, you retain them, you get referrals, and so on and so forth, and you're able to repeat that cycle. You're retaining people that you're working with based on that relational aspect and based on the integrity and based on the pretty much relationship that you and that person has built. And so you're not just being transactional where you're just getting new customers and that's that. But if you are indecisive, it can make people not feel comfortable working with you. So it's important to, if you're going to promote your brand, to be confident in what you're doing. That doesn't mean that you're going to stick with one business forever, but it means that when you open another business, you're being strategic about it. You're explaining to the people that are interested in what you're doing, why you're doing it. If you want to show them behind the scenes, you're doing that. You're being diligent in how you work. And then if you decide that it's not for you, you're also being open or transparent to explain, okay, well, this wasn't for me because of this, and that, instead of, it looking like you're hopping here, you're very impulsive and you're not being strategic. Okay. I'm impulsive as well, but I really strive to be strategic with my impulses. I try to make sure that I have a plan and that everything is going to correlate and make sense before I do it. That being said, that this is not an excuse for anyone to procrastinate because you're trying to make sure everything just makes complete sense and everything lines up perfectly. But it is saying that you want to make sure that if you are going to build yourself as the brand, that you're being confident. You're bringing confidence and strategy to the platform. Another benefit of building yourself up as the brand is you have a more seamless workflow. So instead of me having to promote every business independently, like I still promote every business independently, but it's easier because it's under this umbrella of Brittany Bundles. So I can have my YouTube channel as Brittany Bundles and I can talk about each one of my services when it's beneficial. So if someone's talking about needing assistance with their business, I can bring in the business consultation. Someone's needing extensions, I can go to Bad Chick Hair, grab the extensions, the portion of the business. And so it just makes things way more seamless. for me to be able to promote. If I'm promoting a new service, I can come out and say, hey, this is a service I'm offering to the people that are interested in knowing what I'm doing. That's one of the reasons that I did create my website, keepingupwithbrittany.com, so everyone can keep up with what I'm coming out with. And it makes it easier versus starting from square one. If I'd never promoted Brittany Bundles, if I only promoted Bad Chick Hair, then I would pretty much essentially be starting from square one when I came out with a new product, because I'm not sharing it under what I'm doing. I'm sharing them as independent companies. Even though I'm operating independent companies, they're still under my operation. I built myself as the brand, so I can come out on my Brittany Bundles platform with credit repair services, with consultations, with my ebook, with hair extensions, and it's more seamless to offer new services because I'm marketing to my audience, people that are interested in what I'm doing, people that have worked with me, people that are in the process of working with me, people that are interested in what I'm doing. So that's another perk. It's just a more seamless work flow, instead of me not promoting myself as the business, not building myself as the brand. And then if I want to offer consultations, I'm creating a whole consulting company here. And then if I want to do mentoring, I'm doing a whole mentoring company here. And then for my ebooks, I'm doing a whole ebook and training courses company here. So it makes it more seamless for me. So the next thing that I want to go over is time. So there are people that have decided not to build themselves as the brand because they feel like they don't have the time to do it with marketing their current business. But I do want to say this, that keep in mind that if you're putting all this time into your business, and let's say a year down the line, you decide that you no longer want that business, just think about how much time it's going to take to start another business from the ground up, versus if you simultaneously build your brand, your business, and also build yourself. And when I say build yourself, you don't have to necessarily spend a lot of money building up yourself as the brand. I'm referring to creating an Instagram page, Facebook, so get your social medias, Twitter, also YouTube if you can, and then start sharing information pertaining to your business journey. I don't think a lot of people realize how inspiring what they do is to other people. I don't think that people realize how impactful they can be to other people if only people knew who they were. And knowing, people learning about me and my journey has had a lot of inquiries and leads that have turned into sales on my website, badchickhair.com. People are interested in what I do. Sometimes people will say, hey, I saw your company, or I heard about your company, but I never knew that you did business consultations until I saw your YouTube video. I never knew that you wrote an ebook until I saw this. So because I'm able to cross promote, because I'm promoting myself as the brand, it makes things so much more efficient, like I mentioned a minute ago, and it saves a lot of time, which also goes into efficiency, but it saves that time, and I don't have to start from square one trying to find my target audience with every business. Now, of course, when I'm creating a new service, I want to look for my target audience for that service, but I already have a base to start off with, people that are interested in what it is I'm offering. Doesn't mean they're going to be interested in everything, but it's just like when a company reaches out to influencers. The reason that they're called influencers is because they know that they have some type of influence over the people that watch and follow them. People are going to most likely trust their judgment, or be interested or curious in what they're interested and curious in, or be curious about what they're promoting. So it's all, there's all strategic. It's all strategic behind the scenes. But that is one of the reasons that you want to consider building yourself as the brand as well. The last thing that I want to talk about too is it saves you money, and it saves you the effort of having to constantly switch your target audience or find your target audience. How many people have been in business for a while and you've realized that it's not necessarily the easiest thing to find your target audience? And once you decide and find who your target audience is, it's not that easy all the time to find ways to market to that specific audience that's going to be organic, And I don't even want to say it's not necessarily easy, but it's that time, people finding the time to actually market to their target audience, and also the resources. So if you want to do it the organic way, then it may take more, a lot of times it's going to take more energy and more time and creativity than it would be paying for ads. Even when you pay for ads, you'll realize, or you may have realized, that that's not the end all solution either. There's a lot more marketing that you still have to do in order to get those people that are paying, they're seeing you're paying for them to see your ads, but that doesn't mean that they're actually going to purchase. So when you promote yourself as the brand, it saves you money because you can, like I said before, use the existing audience that you have to promote what it is you're offering. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about constantly searching out for that specific target audience to get started. Okay, so you have already a base, and then you can fine tune it, and you can do other marketing measures to grow that target audience, but you're not starting from square one. And then also you're not having to start from square one and pay tons of money for marketing, because you already have built and worked on building up your brand, building up yourself. So it's not that complicated. I'll do another video on how to do that, but pretty much being transparent, creating social medias where people can kind of see the behind the scenes, allowing people to get to know who you are. So working with you, if you want to respond to some emails, speaking about your business, going on different podcasts or radio shows, making sure that you're allowing people in a little bit is going to be beneficial. People like to feel like they are a part of a journey, a part of a movement, a part of someone's story. And so I'm not saying everyone thinks that deep or everyone's thinking like that, but I'm just saying generally people appreciate getting to know who it is that's operating said businesses. It's kind of like if you've ever been to a restaurant and you see the owner or the manager walk through, it's a different effect than if the waiter comes through and asks if everything's okay. The fact that the owner is there, it shows that they're taking the time to actually assess what's going on. They want to make sure firsthand that you're enjoying your experience, and they want you to be able to put a face, a voice, a name to who's operating this franchise, so that you feel like more than just the number. And that's kind of the same analogy here when I'm referring to benefits of building yourself, the benefits of building yourself as a brand. So I really hope that this video helped. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I do want to encourage you all to go over to my website, keepingupwithbrittany.com. I do have a new service. The service is credit repair. So if you're interested in repairing your credit, be sure to get with me. I am offering free consultations. As many of you already know, I do have experience in the financial industry. I worked as a loan officer for 3 years. So I'm experienced with reading credit reports. I actually was the person that would write up recommendations for the underwriters to get the loans approved or denied. I've owned my first home. I purchased my first home when I was in my early mid-20s. I've sold my first home. I know what it takes to get into a house. I know what it takes to get business funding. I know what it takes to improve your credit. And I also know what it takes to repair your credit as well. So if you are interested in a consultation with me, be sure to check out my website again. It's keepingupwithbrittany.com. Click on the credit dispute inquiry button, read through all of that information. And then if you're interested in a consultation, scroll down and book a consultation with me. I do want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.